All right, so everybody knows about ExxonMobil and how they and how they hid the disastrous effects that fossil fuels would have on the climate, on the air quality, and everything else. Just like with big tobacco, they did the same thing. And just like with Dow Chemicals and DuPont and also with the Sackler family who owned Purdue Pharma, who knew about the extremely addictive opioid painkillers that they sold, and just said it was that it was a better painkiller, and there was no increased chances of addiction and all that other stuff. Except we're finding out that's in fact what happened. Not only that, but they took pains to get people hooked, start the opioid overdosing, and being hooked on it, so that they could so that they could sell drugs to combat it. And that's all coming out of Massachusetts, federal court in Massachusetts. And it's being disseminated so people can view it for themselves out of Purdue Pharma's and the Sackler family's own documentations. Just like as they found it in all those. But one of the biggest ones, the one that impacts almost every American who who are unaware and do not have private sources to grow organic fruits, grains, and others, and meats and fish and all that other stuff, and dairy, so that it's free of glyphosate, which is from Monsanto and Round UP Ready in pesticide and herbicide. And they have a mountain of litigation against them. They have dozens of class action suits against them. The UN, UK, and other European countries have banned it. China has banned it. There are countries all over the world that's banning the use of Monsanto's products. And Monsanto knew about this more than 40 years ago. And yet, I've seen it pop up on 6 different videos on YouTube. I just watched a clip from TYT. Monsanto, Roundup Ready, herbicide, and pesticide was being advertised at the end of that clip. How fucking preposterous is this? How fucking mental is this? How fucking insane is this? If this does not prove what I've been saying all along, that the government, the criminals, the real criminals, the government and the corporations are acting, are committing treason, and acting like organized mafia crime bosses. I don't know what. Do you know why there's an increase in cancers? Do you know why there's so many goddamn cancer places? So many children are coming down with cancers and why there is Down syndrome is up on the uptick, autism is up on the uptick, where suicides are on the uptick, because these carcinogens are fucking with the body and the mind. This is why people are not having more children, because it's fucking with our ability to reproduce. And Monsanto is not the only one. Factory farming, both from the both on the side of agriculture and the animal factory farming. It's in the way food is produced and how much sugar and other things, such as the artificial sweeteners, which are even worse. Actually, no, the artificial sweeteners are not even worse. They are poisons, whereas responsible studies show that natural sugars, you'd have to eat literally mountains of it to be to get significant negative effects. This is why diabetes is up on the uptick, because of artificial flavoring, artificial sugars. This is why we have a health crisis. That and not being able to go see a doctor about these health issues, and not being able to pay, and going into bankruptcy. It is all done on purpose. And you have a criminal cabal. I mean, how insane is it? 19 out of 20 beers and wines have been found with high levels of glyphosate. 19 out of 20. And you only need 1 part in 1 trillion for it to have a 50% chance of giving you some aggressive form of cancer or other disease. Why are we not storming the beachheads of these people, dragging them out of their house and lynching them? Because that's justice. They are committing mass, slow genocide. And the politicians and the regulatory agencies, who are all grouped in with the media, they're all in it. This is beyond outrageous. And it's no time to be moderate. There's no time to compromise. There's no time for anything except to end it. I personally don't like to be poisoned. At least when I smoke, but at least I know what it's doing to me. I drink Diet Coke, and I know aspartame is a poison. But at least I know this. And I may be hooked on it. It may be difficult, but that's also because it's fucked with my mental balance. No. This is something that's happening to all of us collectively. All over the world. And it is our shame and it is our responsibility that we do not show them justice as they deserve.